So, look, I think back around maybe 2017 or 2018, the Houses of the Oireachtas started our own kind of a digital transformation journey. You know, it ran for a couple of years, and then COVID came along, and we were in many ways able to continue on with running our projects that we were running to help transform and to maybe digitalize a lot of our processes and move into kind of a more digital Houses of the Oireachtas. So we started it back in 2018. Our plan was to fix as many of these issues and improve processes, get up to a point by about 2020 where we were moving into a more innovative space and you know, making the Oireachtas more enabling people. So there's a few points there about what we were trying to do. I'll just minimize this here. Yeah. So, you know, what we had many of the problems that organizations see that haven't had an investment really in IT or new systems for quite some time. So with siloed systems, processes, and repetitive tasks and manual entry, lots of errors that come along with that. So we embarked on our digital transformation, and some of the drivers for that were that, you know, it was a strategic priority for our wider government to move various government departments and agencies to be more digital first. Some of the issues I've spoken about already, that we had a disjointed IT infrastructure, inefficient daily activities, a heavy workload and manual processes for our staff, and not as much public engagement as we would have liked. So what we were trying to move was from this to this. So siloed system, paper-based processes, duplicated data and effort, repetitive work, a lot of those things we were trying to move away from, to sharing data, enter data once, streamline our processes and work more collaboratively. So if I just hop out here now to show you what the landscape looked like before we started on our digital transformation, and this was our paper-based order paper. This was our order paper, 51 pages, updated every sitting week and updated for every sitting day. So it started with the order of business. As you run through the order paper, it includes all the bills. And if I rush through there, something like 170 bills on this paper, which was manually put together with lots of manual efforts. Then we move into motions, and I move on down through, and we go down towards further on down, and we'll see other items on the order paper, such as documents laid. So you can kind of see what the paper-based version of our order paper looked like before we started our transformation. So if I move back in here. So these were the benefits, or these were the objectives of our digital transformation, and many of the benefits we would see if we were able to improve and digitalize things and transform the organization. So a 365 engagement, more transparency, more informed citizens, raise the digital IQ of our staff, more collaboration, reduce duplication, digital first mindset, more simplified ways of work, and empowering people by self-service. And then for all, access to the right information 24/7, ensuring all the while everything is secure, connecting citizens, members, and then one of the big premises, single data entry. So enter data once and then share it across all our systems. So this is how we went about it. We ran 7 programs with more than 100 projects, and it was to be a 5-year journey. These are the 7 programs that we embarked upon. I'm going to concentrate on one of them today, just to show you within the 10 minutes, to show you something in a little bit of detail. We had a program for improving technology in the chamber. We have a program for our corporate organization, which we've lots of work to do there. But this one here is the Digital Parliament program, which is the one I just wanted to show you a little bit about. So This is the digital Parliament system as we saw it. We have all of these modules that we've built. One for bills, one for statements, one for motions, one for submissions, and identity management, one for DocSlate, and so on, right? So we've built a lot of them, and now we have what we've called our Dáil Business website. There is a Dáil Business Manager in the background to manage items that go onto the website. Then we have the website, which is the digital order paper, and that's a value point that we've come to, and that works alongside another module called the Business Committee Report. And this is one stream of our Digital Parliament program. We also will move. We haven't done this yet, but we've started into a project that will give us a chamber business system, which will be a system that will work in the chamber, and that will give us an automated speaker list, CC notes. We put screens around the campus that will show current and live proceedings and where they all are. We'll have a module for statements, parliamentary questions, and debates. Another stream to the Digital Parliament program. And then we'll move into a clerk sheet, an automated clerk sheet, and an automated journal, and that will be another value point. Then we have another stream is for members, which is where we've branded Osh Ling, which is our members portal. We've had 2 phases of this complete to allow members to submit topical issues and to give them a parliamentary calendar. And we've phases ahead as well, which will put live updates onto their portal. And then our 4th stream is for committees. So we've 3 modules built for our committees, and we've 4 more to go, right? So these are modules that will help our committees do their business. So I'm just going to time here. So I just want to show you what some of this stuff looks like in practice. So I'm just going to move out here and show you some of these modules. So this is our procedural system. We have a bills and acts module, a motions module, a DocSlate module, and so on. So I'm just going to, and a lot of them feed into our publicly available website, Dáil Business, which is now our digital order paper, which now replaces that paper formatted one I showed you a couple of minutes ago. So I just want to show you a couple of work items. So this is the motions module. This motion here has been created in this module. It's the motion re-security of electricity supply. There's the motion title, the body has been entered. All the sponsors will be up here, 9 sponsors and so on. And we have a module that allows us to create all that information. So it's entered once, and then it's included on another module, which is called our Business Committee Report module. So this module allows us to enter the business committee information for a given day. So there's today's and there's tomorrow's. And that motion has been moved through this business committee report, and it has gone onto our digital order paper over here. And there's that motion there, motion re-security of electricity supply. So that's sharing that data, and that's all that information there publicly available, which is taken from the motions module. The similar principle for bills. If I go back here and just demonstrate that there's a bill on the schedule today, or actually it's tomorrow. So there's tomorrow's business on Thursday. And there's a bill there, regulated professions bill. And that also was created in the bills application. There's that bill there, all created there, going through the various stages, and now brought through to the Dáil Business website for being taken tomorrow under government business. And we've our DocSlate as well go through a similar pathway. We have a DocSlate module. This allows government departments and agencies to lay a document very securely through this module here. So they lay the documents, and again, it makes its way through onto Dáil Business over here, where we go to the documents laid section. We click on documents laid, and that brings us to all the list of documents laid, and all of these documents here and the PDFs here have been laid by various government departments and agencies, and they are on Dáil Business then available for the public to see and to help us to manage the order of business on a day. So this is a very quick view of this whole website, which is the culmination of all that work we've done the last few years. This one here is the landing page, which shows you the order of business for the day. This one is the bills one, which will allow, we have 221 bills on the order paper at the moment. This is our motion section, and we have 51 motions, so on for statements and money messages. And as these items are processed, they moved over into this archive section. So it's a valuable website to allow people to search for any bills, motions, and statements that have been put through the procedures of the houses of the Oireachtas and the Dáil. So you can search for any motion, any statement on this website. You can pin items. And over here we have a nice selection of videos that will allow the public or anyone really who wants to use this site just to show them. So I guess it's another move into the digital space to an e-learning piece to allow people to see how to navigate around all business and how they can view bills and motions. One last thing, I guess we do still have a paper option, and that's in over here in the documents laid section. So for anyone who still is very keen on a paper-based order paper, that's available there for any given. So it's going to have a very different look and feel to the one I showed you earlier because it's been downloaded from the website. So I'm conscious of time. I'm not sure if I've taken 10 minutes already, maybe thereabouts.
You can continue, Colm.
Okay. So there are 6 help videos. I've showed you the archive where you can see bills, motion statements, money messages. One thing I didn't think I would have time for, but I'll show you very quickly, is this. This is a kind of a slightly busy slide, but it includes all the modules I've spoken about, and it helps demonstrate how our principle of enter data first and reuse that data. So this is the journey of a motion. It created in the motions module and translated by our SDL Trados translation service. Committees people can create a motion, and so over here we see an arrow moving from Oireachtas over to the motions module, whereby we haven't done it yet, but members will be able to submit a motion through their portal. Then a motion will move, as I've showed you already, into Dáil Business. And Dáil Business, that motion will be updated back to the committee modules. The motion will in turn then move into the Chamber Business Manager and be available in there. It would be fed. We move on from that one. Ultimately, the motion will end up on the clerk sheet and into the journal. So it was a slightly messy slide. I understand that, but it's to demonstrate that the motion will move from module to module, from stage to stage through the parliamentary processes, and it'll be one piece of data, not shared, not repeated, not copied and pasted, and that's the journey of a motion. And we would have a similar journey for statements as they move through the various different modules, and a similar journey for docs laid as coming from departments and agencies, and also running through our wider procedural system through all the different modules. So if I do have one more second, I'll just demonstrate what the members portal will look a bit like, and this is the members portal up here. We can move that. This is the members portal Oireachtas. So it's just about to go live in the coming weeks, and a member will have their own dashboard. They'll be able to submit topical issues. They'll see a calendar of all the important events for them, and they'll have a settings section where they can delegate staff who'll be able to submit the topical issues or commensurate matters for them. And we have many phases ahead to make the members portal better and better over the years. But this is the first launch of it, and what you see there are some of the things that the member will be able to do.